home invasions, losing money, losing family. You know, you just start and you start looking at your watch and you like, hold up, how long I been doing this shit?
Yeah.
Hold up, I still ain't even really no millionaire. I still ain't where I'm supposed to really, like, I done had a lot of fun. I done bought a lot of
Right. Yeah.
shit. I done went a lot of places. But ultimately, like what you just said, is this really what the fuck I got in this shit to be for? No. When I
Yeah.
was a kid, what was I telling myself? I'm gonna be an
Right.
entrepreneur. I'm gonna be a musician and an
Right.
artist and a this.
Right.
I wanted the full potential out of
Yeah.
myself. So just like you said, now you like, oh, I didn't lost sight of what my full potential was
Yeah.
because I'm getting a bag from a motherfucker every day.
My dreams is getting bought. It's a high paid job, but it's the same thing that people at a job go through. Their dream is being bought by that salary. And even though my salary was high, it was still the same way for me. I'm still being bought because my vision and my dreams is way bigger than this.
Not to mention you still a what? A
You still,
slave to it.
you're a slave
Be
to it.
let
No matter how much we
let's
try to
just be
flip
honest.
it,
You know what it
no matter
is.
how much we try to flip it and twist it, yeah. But if you're looking in the mirror at yourself, man, you need that hoe,
Man,
man.
come on. You a slave to it. Cause man, every day you waking up and you got a job to do. So, you know, as a nigga get older, you start looking at that time and it's like now I value,
Man,
you
I
know,
used to start looking at my clock because I used to say, man, at the end of the day, this is 24/7. This shit don't stop. So now you can't say, oh, I'm getting paid. No, divide that money by 24 hours. It's not as much as you think. You might be a
hell no.
minimum wage nigga out here. If you divide it by how much time you got to
How
spend on
much
this,
time?
at least if you got a job, you get to go home and turn the shit off and not think about it. You don't never get to turn this shit off.
Never. I don't give a fuck if it's 7 in the morning,
I don't
8 in the
care if
morning.
you said I'm finna go take a vacation. You still, man, listen, I went a whole decade without getting a full night's sleep. I never got a full night's sleep for a decade. I promise you. Only cat naps.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I wanna say this. You know, I think you sleep a little better when you create sources of
And
income outside of that
right.
that that
Listen,
female.
the stress, the word about the police, the word about this, you worried about a whole lot of things too, you know? And this is another thing, this may not be for you, but for me personally. And I hate saying it because man, I love everything that I went through and all the wisdom because the game is like dog years. Every 1 year, it's like 7 years,
Woo,
man. I feel like I'm 60 years with my game
woo.
because just the experience. You go through so much shit. It was so much character building that I got from it. But I can say this. It got to a point where I was disillusioned by the game, man. I got so close up on it. I got so really into it. I got so close to my idols. I realized, oh, this shit is a farce. This is not what they said it was. And it disheartened me when I saw everything that I thought I loved about it wasn't even for real. That the
Hold
motherfuckers was
on,
really
hold on,
just playing
hold
dress
on.
up
You didn't took them all the way to church. Look,
listen.
since we got
Yeah,
there, let me.
and you realize that a lot of this shit is show, and they don't say, a pimp and a hoe is the best actors not in Hollywood for a reason. And then you realize, man, you know what I'm saying? You've been chasing something that's really not even real.
Not
But
even
a nigga know how to make it look good.
look. I got a saying on one of my albums, and the title is called "Being Real Costs Nothing." And I'm saying that to say it wouldn't have costed nothing in my youth for a motherfucker to really break down what to look forward to. But like you said, you get caught up in the facade, the
Yeah,
jewels, the
yeah,
cars, the flash of everything. But
yeah,
one thing that them motherfuckers ahead of us, you start noticing as you age, you like, hold up, this motherfucker didn't have no retirement plan.
yeah.
This motherfucker ain't riding how he was riding 10 years ago. This motherfucker ain't looking how he was, you know what I'm saying?
And I hate to say it, when you really start looking around, you be like, this shit is like hitting a lotto if you get to the end of this shit and actually having it. You can't really name too much many motherfuckers who really having it. Who really got
Listen,
to the end, who really having it. You know what I'm saying?
listen.
They can still talk
You
good, but they ain't really having
no
it though.
no. A lot of them still don't even look good. On top
But
of not having, you
listen,
know,
but
you
but but guess what? You can walk down the street right now and run into to 10 millionaires in the square world. So what odds should I be playing?
exactly. And that's something that I noticed. You know, the ones that everything they put all and everything into only that. a lot of them did not, end well. They not doing well. They struggling. They the ones who begging the young niggas, hey, put something in my pocket. And then you see others that took what they got out of it and created businesses and, started other shit with their lives.
But that shit
They
is like
spit.
that shit is like hitting the lotto, or that shit is like going to the league, man. The majority is not.
It's
When you when
not.
when I really started getting a grown mind, and then too, when you younger, you think, oh, that nigga got the nice car, the nice house, the nice this. You think that's money until you get grown and be like, first of all that shit is leased and it wouldn't cost that much to have that. He don't own none of that. It really ain't shit. You was looking up the stuff as a child, but like I said, by the time you knee deep in it, you never rethought why you started. You just doing what you're doing, and then you running every day, and it's a 24/7 thing. You never stop to look at the big picture and realize you were idolizing something that you thought was real money, but you didn't even know what real money is. And when you really start to look at it, these niggas ain't even really having real money like that. And if you really want to have real money, the only place you go, and let's just say this, and let's just say you fuck around and get 20, 30 million in the game, you're going to prison, man. You going to prison. Let's just say
Look,
you
yeah,
did.
it ain't no way. Yeah, you
Let's
pulled it.
just say
Hey,
you,
look,
and you ain't even gonna get that close. Let's just say,
you
you
ain't
know,
gonna even get that
that's
motherfucking
that's
close,
what I'm saying.
man.
So even if you did everything you wanted to do, you going to prison. So it's like a lose-lose. Either you finna make it big and go to prison, or you ain't gonna be big enough to be on their radar to go to prison, and you just had a sad ass life, just and then I always used to think,
Prison.
what it look like, man. What I look like a 40-year-old nigga chasing behind an 18-year-old bitch. Man, I done lost in life. Trying to convince a bitch of something she can't even see because she ain't even got no wisdom. How she even gonna see my greatness with her child like mine? But
Preach.
that's the game.
Preach.
How can I be a man and I'm that old chasing, trying to convince that? I was like, no, that can't be my life.
That's a fact.
I won't allow it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm happy that you touched on this topic because so many of, no disrespect, but the forefathers of the game, and just the streets in general, they don't try to educate a young dude on, man,
Because
get
that's
your
all they
credit
got
together.
to stand on is because they didn't do nothing else with their life. The only thing they holding on to is the glory of the game. And I don't take that from them because I got a lot of great mentors. I don't take the game from them. But when you can only stand on one thing, man, you don't really want to keep it real because that's what you're getting all your praise about.
Yep.
But I know
That's real
a
shit.
lot of them know who are keeping it real and letting a nigga know, like, man,
Yeah.
do something different.
Do something. Yeah, if I could, I appreciate and respect niggas who walk. Hey, man, if I could do something different, I would have started that cleaners 8 years ago. I would have created that car wash. Whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
man, get you something else to build, bro. Get your credit right. Get your business credit right. Get your shit in order because you're getting a high income. And if I knew back then what I know now, oh, I would have been $1 million nigga, 27, 28 years old, because I would have been situating my money a certain way.
Yeah.
I would have been looking at
Yeah.
taxes a certain way. I would have been, building a LLC and a corporation a
Yeah.
certain way.
Yeah.
But the old head wasn't pulling the nigga coattail. He was like, once you get some money, do this. Nigga telling the nigga, go buy the flyest car, get the dopest chain.
But you know what? That too. That's kind of like the culture of the game. For me to be on top, I gotta have the newest shit. I gotta have the nicest shit. To catch the business, I gotta have. So it's like everything that I'm making, I can't even save as much because in order for me to even be in this position, if you're doing it like that, you gotta spend that same money out. So it almost don't make sense because you profiting, but it's as much as you making, you should be profiting way more.
You should be profiting way more. And let me take this chance to give some advice to young niggas. Um,
Somebody
he,
said Jimmy Starr said this. Wish he did something else with his life. I got a story about Jimmy Starr. We used to holler before he passed. But go ahead.
um, don't get caught up in it. For the younger generation, man. If a chick like you, bro, if she really like you, you ain't gonna have to keep up with the
That's a fact.
Joneses to
That's a
keep
fact.
that bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
give yourself some time to live below your motherfucking means, man.
Speech, man, because I know you speaking to somebody who going through that right now. Because he caught her a certain way, he got to keep her a certain way, and because he got to keep her a certain way, man, he's spending everything she give him, and he
Come on,
barely
man.
he all he really doing is maintain. He might live a good lifestyle, but he's doing is maintaining. He
Maintain
not getting ahead.
it. And let that bitch leave for a month. Everything go down there be gone.
Man,
Let
I'm
her
trying to
come on,
tell
man.
you. But
And
that's
then
why I say, that's why, I always say, man, number one, don't skip this principle or you gonna lose. Only fuck with a woman who not only like you but love your dirty draws. Cause guess what? That's how I first came up with a woman like that. You know, we could take trips and take an L, and I ain't gotta worry about her running off because she really fuck with me. We could take them chances. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
don't gotta spend every. We could stack and just live bare minimum while we stacking up for certain things. But when you in a position with a woman who don't really like you, she like the lifestyle you providing because that's how you came at her. You know, you're gonna have to maintain, which means you always gonna have to be spending.
Always. Always, and it ain't no room to ever level up that
No,
way. I mean, whether it's the principles of some game or regular life,
life.
a motherfucker gonna tell you off muscle, man. You need some years,
About
honestly,
facts.
living below your means, putting your paper up, getting your credit right, and
Yeah.
then once you get a few assets, okay, now you can
Yeah.
ball a little, man.
Yeah,
Now you can
listen,
kick it.
and even still, like if you really trying to do some big shit, it's gonna take a lot of time investing, especially if you trying to make a transition. Your woman has to know this might not work. Ain't nothing guaranteed. Do you have a woman that's okay with you investing in something that may not bubble? Shit? Most of the billionaires and multimillionaires have had 10 plus failures and bankruptcies before they got to where they was. So if you dealing with a woman where you know if that happens, she gone, man, it's because she's selfish and she only wants for her out the situation because she don't really see a future with you. So she want all of hers. And I know a lot of dudes in that position right now. You ain't never gonna grow because she's selfish. She don't really want to see you grow, and she don't want to see you grow because she knows she ain't shit. And she know if you ever level up and do something, you gonna leave her because how she been acting.
Preach, 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 preach. And that is why you have to get the type of woman who's willing to go through the ups and
Who
downs,
really about
who
you?
who's really about you, bro. Cause it ain't gonna matter how
No,
beautiful she is or none of
no.
that shit. A lot of times these bitches be so vain and caught up in that privilege to where they
Yep.
just for the highest bidder.
Yep.
So you get one of these highest bidder ass bitches, soon as you stop buying Chanel purses, soon as you stop taking on vacation every 2-3 months, she looking like what I'm fucking with you for. You
Yep.
know, such and such and give me
Right.
that lifestyle. Okay, well, bitch, go over there with him.
Yep.
I need a bitch I could build with.
Yeah, but if you started right, you wouldn't have that situation. But I don't even think these dudes even got that lesson growing up. I don't even
Nah.
think they got that lesson in the game. They got the let me get the flash, let me catch the bitch. You caught her with the flash, she gonna leave with the next flashy nigga. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fucking
Facts.
with a bitch where it don't matter what you got, she love my dirty drawers. Whether I'm in a rose or whether I'm in a bucket. And if I was in a bucket, she gonna help me get the rose again. You
She
know,
gonna help me get it again.
and that one is gonna have me, is gonna put me on more than 3-4 who's just here for the lifestyle, because I'm gonna really stack every dollar. Shit, we gonna be at the motherfucking Motel 6. We got Hilton money. You know, we
Mhm.
got intercontinental money, but we still at the Motel 6. And she happy just to be there with me. And I'm gonna stack every dollar I got. But y'all don't
Mhm.
got women like that because you don't got women that really fuck with you like that. And you niggas know it. Because you know you couldn't pull that off. I could pull that off. You know, not my whole career, but with the ones who really put me on, I could.
Right.
Because that's how I look for them though.
Right. That's real shit. Real shit. Man, you've been asking some good questions, man. You got
Yeah,
me over here thinking.
yeah. I got some more for you. I got some more for you. Man, concept of women being the prize over men.
Terrible. Oh, terrible. That's a very easy question. Listen, I'm all for women being appreciated. I'm all for if she's down and respectful and she doing what she's supposed to do, man, salute. You get treated like a queen.
Right.
But if you gonna really ever be a high powered, high valued, king type of individual, you cannot come into no situation with no female valuing her more than you value yourself. And the reason being is if you come into a situation with a female and you feel like your purpose is just like keeping her happy, motherfucker, she's not like that's not sustainable.
No.
She like this nigga ain't got no purpose in life outside of keeping me happy. It's gonna get boring, bro. The bitch needs to. Oh man, he gone. He got something to do.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got this business running.
She don't respect it.
Come on, man.
You know, and I mean, you know, it's societal programming.
Mm-hmm.
It's societal programming. You know, they for every movie that you see, you know, with a man chasing a woman and the wife is talking to her husband crazy. You know, it's societal programming to put a woman on an undeserved pedestal. And I would
Mm-hmm.
just say to you, I'm not saying to undervalue women. I'm just saying don't overvalue them. Look at them for who they are and what they bring to the table and value them as such. A bitch don't get no extras just because she got a wet spot between her legs. That's how I'm
Facts.
coming. And women feel like oh, you're this or you're that. No, I just treat you equally. Equality is what you want, bitch. You ain't shit. So I'm treating you the same way I treat a nigga that I don't fuck with. Yeah, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
finna bow down and open no doors and this, that, and the third for you. Don't you want equality? I don't value you like that. I ain't gonna go out my way and disrespect no woman, but I ain't finna give you no extras just cause you a woman. And I feel like that's what society. Oh, it's a lady in the room. What the fuck do that mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's all I'm saying is don't devalue a woman, but look, what is her real value? And if her real value was only her looks, man, you gotta ask yourself, is you getting paid from them looks? Is she on OnlyFans? Because if her looks ain't paying me, then her looks is worth nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely
You,
nothing.
you,
And
let me
I
tell you,
think
let me
go
ask you
ahead.
what you think about this though. Because I don't, of course we get it. That's why I'm saying, it's a lot of blessings from the game, and just the mindset we have. A good looker ain't don't just because she a good looker don't mean she a
Good hooker.
okay. So we already
Let's
know
just be
that
for
shit.
real.
Most people don't got that, but they covet a woman looking good so much, and it's crazy to me because you're not even getting paid from her looking good.
Facts.
So I don't even if you was getting paid for her looking good, okay, I get it because that value can turn into monetary gain. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't even get paid from her looking good,
Mm.
why are you so coveted and so taking so much disrespect over that? What do you think
Mm.
about that?
I think that again, it's a society thing.
Yep.
We've
Yeah.
been programmed to believe, she's the trophy. What do they say when a rich man
Trophy
get rich? He want a
trophy
trophy
wife.
wife. You feel me? And so I think men have this thing too, where men. Let me say this. This don't probably apply to us, but most men wouldn't give a fuck about money if money couldn't get them the bitch they
That's
want.
a fact. That's a motherfucking fact.
Let's just,
Deep down
let's
inside the
let's
subconscious
just
reason.
call it for what it
Man,
is.
shit.
Nigga,
You saying some shit right now. Nigga live in a motherfucking box somewhere. you know?
motherfucker will go get this kind of car for the bitch.
Yep.
Motherfucker will go get this kind of house, man. I know when I bring the
Yep.
bitch over, she gone. Motherfucker will work their ass off to build a $10 million company, slave every motherfucking day to marry the dream wife, and she take half of everything the company ever created just because she was there.
Man,
Nigga,
that's a
you didn't
fact.
really give a fit. I'm not saying niggas ain't driven and ambitious and all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of
Nah.
shit. But
I hear what you're
but
saying exactly.
but a lot of what motherfuckers do be to either impress a bitch, to keep a bitch, attract a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
And so,
based on what you're saying, women sound like they single-handedly enslaving the human race by wanting a bunch of materialistic things that make a man get on a life treadmill working just to have those materialistic things.
facts, facts. Because if it weren't for that, he damn near wouldn't. Look, man, I know niggas want the validation sometimes from
Right.
their partners to be like, yeah, you fresh and your car clean. I'm not saying niggas don't like that too,
It
but
wouldn't
a
be on this large
nigga,
of a scale.
come on, man. He want that bitch to hop in. He want that bitch to be like, oh, that's the coldest
Yep.
motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And so a motherfucker will
Facts.
slave their whole life to keep that up.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
just what
fact.
it is.
That's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. And I'm laughing about it, but it's a sad motherfucking thing when you really think about it.
And it's a cycle. See,
Yep.
because what's gonna happen is, and this is some game for the bitches too. The bitches don't be realizing, because I notice a lot of bitches that come from the game and they end up marrying these tricks and marrying these
Yep.
motherfuckers who give them these lifestyles. And
Yep.
so what we both know is that he's gonna get
Yep.
bored. And what does he
Once,
have?
hey,
Money.
once a trick, always a trick.
Come on, man. So your expectancy is short because that bitch might only look good, I mean, we got a lot more surgery now, but the average time we gonna give her 10 years, 10 strong years of being a vibrant, and that's if she ain't no drug using,
Right.
alcohol abusing,
Cigarette smoking.
bipolar, wild, that
Yep.
because we know how that lifestyle is. It'll wear
Yep.
on a motherfucker.
Yeah, hell
So
yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest, the average millionaire trick, he's not even excited with a bitch after about 3, 4 years. Like, if he lasts 10 years with the
Yeah.
same bitch, he
Yeah.
did really good.
Yeah.
At some point, he wants something new because the
Yep.
trend is gone, bro.
Yep.
So
That's a
the
fact.
cycle just repeats over and
It's
over. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
On both sides.
100%. 100%. He said, if you not benefiting, you gonna get left. Let me see what they saying in these comments. I can't change the trick. Only thing you can change is your appearance or contribute. Yeah, man. Yeah, we talking some we talking some heavy game right here. We talking some heavy game. Let me get
Shout out
back
to
to
everybody who been tapping in. My guy Capo, what's up, everybody who I've been seeing, man? I see y'all, man.
Man, let me ask you about this. It's a viral topic that everybody talks about. How do you feel about in a square relationship, 50-50 or 150? How do you feel like that situation should go?
You asking for me or you asking for them?
No, I'm asking for you. In a square relationship, like what's your view on the situation? Like if it's a man and a woman and they ain't in a relationship, how do you feel if they going 50-50? Or do you feel like, no, it should be 100 on a man and the woman should just contribute? What do you
I'm
think
gonna
about
be
that whole
100
topic?
grand with you, man. Like hypothetically, if I had a square mentality, right, and I had one woman, or let's say, whatever, however you want to cut the cake. If I'm the man of the house, I'm managing everything. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck if she made it, I made it. I'm the
Straight the fuck
head. You know what I'm
up. Say
saying?
that. Say that.
And so when it come to finances, it can't never be no 50-50 or 20 this or 70 that, because I'm managing all the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you were Jennifer Lopez and you brung in goddamn 50 million last year and I only brung in 100. Because I am the king of this household, I am managing your 50
Man,
million.
I need a motherfucking bell, man, to hit that motherfucker right there, man. You just said it. I like that answer right there. Straight up.
I'm just saying, it's just how I'm feeling and
And
that's how I'm
listen,
thinking.
man,
We gonna cut
that's
out
how it
all the
is.
problems.
Hey, because guess what? If she won't allow you to do that, she don't trust your leadership, and she trying to little boy you anyway. You ain't even supposed to be in that situation if she not allowing that.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. But I ain't knocking however y'all choose to do it. I understand that it's a lot of guys with high income who feel like, it's important for them to take care of their female. But what I do know is, you spoil a motherfucker long enough, they go right.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. These women spot on. Oh yeah, they was loving that answer. So did I, man. That's a viral clip right there, man. That's a viral clip right there. All right, check.
Hey,
Let me ask you a question, man. This is just just a fun question I always ask because different schools of thought depending on how you was brought up, who you was brought up under. What's the difference between a pimp and a Mac in your eyes? How do you see it?
it's a concrete, easy difference.